Guess what I did yesterday? I threw up! Yay! In case you're wondering if I uploaded the wrong video, don't worry, this is a second video. It just happens that I'm throwing up a lot lately, and not necessarily pleasant. And yes, it does make for kind of repetitive videos, but don't worry, the theme of today's video is not, at least not entirely, throwing up. So it seems, while we're sticking on the throwing up subject for a bit, it seems like my body is not handling protein bars well or protein shakes, because the last 3 times I threw up in the last week, one was after drinking that Ensure drink thingy, which is, filled with protein. And the other 2 times were after eating protein bars. So I'm just thinking that at this point, my body simply cannot handle it. And it's just every time I try, it's like, no. It gets triggered by the cough. The cough gets intense enough that I get to the point where I throw up. But it just always happens shortly after I have a protein bar. So I'm thinking it's pretty much related to that. So today, the plan is this is my breakfast. Huge ass cucumber. Just to clarify, this is a huge ass cucumber, not a huge ass cucumber. Just wanted to make that clear. So, alright, let's get to the theme of this video, which is not throwing up and it's not ass cucumbers. It is, in fact, and let me drink before I start coughing because I sense it's come. There it is. So, the theme of this video is my leg really fucking hurts. It's been hurting for, I don't know, almost, 2 weeks at this point. But yesterday during the day was the most intense it had been thus far. Like to the point where I was limping going upstairs and downstairs. I was able not to limp while just walking around, but, I had to be careful and the pain was pretty intense. So I was hoping maybe a good night's rest was all it would take and I'd kind of be back to the normal level of pain, or maybe no pain at all. But the night was as bad as the day, if not worse. In fact, it was definitely worse. The pain got more intense and I wasn't able to sleep for half the night. And apparently the pain was so intense that it didn't even occur to me to take Tylenol until like 6:30 this morning. So finally got up at 6:30, went to take the Tylenol pill, and it did help ease the pain enough that I was able to get maybe like an hour of sleep, and then by 8 a.m., something like that, it was just like too uncomfortable to stay in bed. And apparently one Tylenol was not enough. I probably should have taken two. So got up, brushed my teeth, and just took a second one now. And I'm hoping maybe eating a little food is going to help as well. We'll see. The other thing that I just discovered today is that when the pain is intense enough and I cough, coughing causes the muscles in the body to constrict, including the ones in the leg apparently. And every time I cough now, it hurts my leg even more. So that's an added bonus. And by the way, if you've never experienced this type of pain, it's very, very similar to growing pains. So if you've had growing pains, you can kind of imagine what this is like. It's like growing pains, just more intense. So yeah, definitely not pleasant. Definitely not pleasant, but part of life. So right now my goal is get through the day. Hopefully I don't have to take too many pain pills because I don't enjoy taking medication, but in a situation like this, it's just like it's too intense. Like the pain just doesn't go away for the last 2 weeks until the last couple days. I could kind of slightly feel it when I'm sitting down or lying down, as long as I'm in a good position. It's just like whenever I'd sit up or sit down or walk around that I would really feel it. Now it's like it always hurts. Like now I'm just sitting down and I can feel it. Like, yeah, okay, it's more intense when I get up or get down or when I walk around. In fact, today I'm like limping just from walking around, so definitely not good. And by the way, I just want to put that out there. I know a lot of you are concerned whenever I share things like this. And a lot of you are like, hey, you need to go to the emergency room. Trust me, it's something I've considered, but I know exactly what's going to happen if I do that. I'm going to go there. I'm going to wait for 8 hours. I'm going to see a doctor. He's briefly going to examine it. Since he's not an oncologist, what he's going to say is, sorry, there's nothing we can do. Go home, take some pain pills. So, instead of wasting my time in the emergency room all day, I'm just going to stay here, relax, eat as much as I can. Not protein bars, definitely. Try to relax, take pain pills whenever I have to, even though I don't enjoy it. And wait for, well, I was going to say Monday, but today or this weekend's actually a long weekend, of course. So I'm going to wait till Tuesday and then call my pivot nurse and let her know. Hopefully by then the pain isn't as bad, so there's actually nothing that she'll need to do. Because, yeah, it would suck 3 days of this. Anyway, we'll see. So I'm going to wait till Tuesday, see how things are at that point, and determine whether I need to call my pivot nurse or not. I'll probably still call her just to let her know what happened. If it's better, I probably won't need to do anything. You know, they'll just examine it when I go in a couple weeks for my next treatment. So we'll see. I'm just not really looking forward to the weekend because so far the week's been getting worse and worse. It's like, oh, more and more throwing up. Oh, your pain or your leg hurts more and more. And apparently I'm eating ass cucumbers. I kind of got stuck on that. I thought it was funny. So yeah, that's been my night. And hopefully today's going to be better. Ooh, another story. Well, since I have a couple minutes, yesterday was the day that I go see my chiropractor. And normally whenever I go to a doctor's appointment, I always have like my hospital kit with stuff that I bring and everything. But since it's just a chiropractor's appointment, I'm like, I don't really need to bring anything. And on the way there, get on the metro. Unfortunately, there's no seats available, so I have to stand for a while. And after a couple stations, I start to feel like, yeah, okay, I need to sit down. My body just can't handle being standing up for too long at this point. So it was literally like right before the point where I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sit down on the ground, that a seat liberated itself and I was able to sit down. But it was like right at that point of like, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna pass out, but I'm kind of like starting to see spots a bit. So yeah, I definitely need to sit down. So anyway, all that to say, I was able to sit down, got to my station where I was getting off, got off, walked very slowly. There was a convenience store inside the metro station, so went there, bought some juice, drank that. That definitely helped. I was able to go to the appointment and get back and everything. On the way back, I did buy more protein bars, 2 different kinds, but apparently, as I was explaining in the beginning of this video, my body does not really seem to enjoy them. So now I'm stuck with 2 boxes of protein bars that I'm probably not going to eat, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to like stomach 1 per day. We'll see. So yeah, that was the final story from yesterday. So almost passed out, threw up, leg really hurt, didn't sleep a lot because of leg hurting, and leg still really hurts this morning. So I guess that's my life now. It's funny because in the beginning I'm like, you know, all these things happening to me suck, but at least there's no pain. And now I'm like, I can't even say that anymore. That sucks. Like, it's not that intense. Of course, I've experienced much more intense pain in the past, but it's just intense enough that it really hurts and it just does not go away. So it's like intense pain that just stays consistently. And to me, that is much worse than just very intense pain that stays for a while and then goes away. So anyway, not like I get to choose my pain, but yeah, now I can no longer say, at least I'm not in pain. So at least this is not actually an ass cucumber. So That's the only positive thing I can come up with right now. Oh, I missed the button. That's another positive thing. I know some of you enjoy that.